So, that happened. Let's talk about it. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, old schoolers, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be chatting about the DMCA takedowns and what music you guys can play on your streams. It's been a bit of a confusing, weird time the last week for Twitch streamers, especially those who keep getting flags for their videos and those who don't really know what music to play without getting into trouble. So I've made a video to help you with that. But first we need to discuss everything about DMCA and why is this happening to everyone. Just before I start, I go live every Tuesday, Wednesday and Sunday from 7:30 till 10:30 playing a wide variety of games and doing a lot of stream support and tech support live, so do come out if you want to discuss this matter. Also, make sure you subscribe and click the like button because it will help me out an awful lot. Let's begin. So why is this happening? What's been going on to cause so many people to get copyright strikes? People get banned whilst they're live. What's happening and why is this happening? There's a lot of theories as to why this has suddenly come out of nowhere. The major one is the fact that Twitch has kind of messed up a little bit, and for the last 7, 8, 9 years, they've kind of ignored copyright strikes and they haven't taken them seriously. And this is something that YouTube has seen itself in the last 8 or 9 years, where they had a massive takedown happen 2012 or so. And there was a lot of uprest then and a lot of confusion, but they got through it. So hopefully Twitch does the same when they get through it. One of my tinfoil hat conspiracies is the fact that because of lockdowns happened, music industry has lost 50% of its revenue from live concerts. So they've decided to go, boom, we can get some money off these guys. Let's try it. But it's possibly not real, that one. Let's just ignore that for now. But in short, why does this happen? When you play music on your stream, when you play it on YouTube, wherever it's played, you technically do not own that music. Therefore, you do not have a right to play it. When you go to pubs, bars, shops, restaurants, they all own the licensing to play that thing. It's as simple as even something as broadcasting a TV show. If you go to your pub in England, you'll see the little pint logo in the middle. That means that they've paid for the license to play that. If they don't have that, they would get in trouble with copyright laws and broadcasting laws. Twitch is no different, the same as YouTube was no different. This is a broadcasting service, and unless you have a broadcaster's license, you can't play other people's intellectual property. Where Twitch is getting bigger and bigger over the years, it does mean that the spotlight is being put more on them, and it does mean that music industry people have to take a notice of it. And now everyone's going to say you don't earn money off the music you play. However, you do to some degree. Just hear me out. When you go onto a stream, no matter what game it is, if they're playing music and you like the music, you are more inclined to stay. Say, as someone who likes heavy metal, if I was to go onto a K-pop video or go onto a video where K-pop is being played, I possibly wouldn't stay for very long. Very similarly, those K-pop fans wouldn't come to one of my streams that's blasting out heavy metal. Because the music you're playing does attract different types of people and they enjoy the music you're playing as well, they will then in turn subscribe to you, give you money and get you ad revenue. Although it's not overtly that you're earning your money through the music you're playing, it does play a part, and therefore music industry see this as you earning money off their other intellectual property. So that's the short reason as to why it happens, and it does suck and it's really horrible. And I know recently some games have been getting flagged up. I know for me, God of War is being flagged at the moment. You've got games such as Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls, all of those kind of games. They're starting to get flagged for their soundtracks, and that does suck even more because theoretically when you purchase the game, you are purchasing part of it, and they do have their own broadcasting laws built into the game. However, Twitch's flagging system, especially for affiliates, is very automatic, so it will just pick up on it like that, and that does suck. And I know the tweet that they said was horrible, and they said just mute your game. However, we as a community and as Twitch streamers, we need to be sensible about how we respond to this. At the end of the day, we want to maintain maturity, we want to maintain our professionalism, because even though Twitch is messing up, brands are still watching viewers and they're still wanting to see who is out there who they may want to partner with one day. If you're out there being slightly immature in your response or being a bit silly in the way you're dealing with it, that could in turn take away what their kind of involvement with you, and it could affect you in the long run. And at the end of the day, brands don't want to see people who are bad-mouthing basically the thing that runs them. That can put doubt into brands' minds that maybe one day you'll do the same to them. So I know this is an awful situation, but let's try and be mature about it and deal with it the way that we know how. And one of those things, although it's a bit of a poop email, a bit of a poop tweet, muting your in-game music does work, and 90% of games have the music volume option. Call of Duty has it, World of Warcraft has it, Elder Scrolls have it. All of them have the ability to mute the music but not to the gameplay sound. Please double check your settings because 90% of games will have this feature, and it does suck, but at least you can still have the sound effects. You don't need to sit there going zoom, zoom all the time, do you? And the best way for you to deal with it now is just to kind of suck it up and do it. Yes, it's horrible, but until Twitch kind of get through it and deal with it the best way that as a multi-millionaire company should do, you need to save face. But the last thing you want is to get banned in this short, brief period of time, and when they actually do fix things, not be able to come back. So for now, if your game will get flagged, go into the settings, mute the music, but keep the gameplay sound. You don't need to mute the gameplay sound. Like I said, 90% of modern games have this ability. But we're going to talk to you about some alternatives as far as music's concerned. So let's get on with it. First up, we've got Harris Heller's music. Everyone knows this guy. He's the lead person as far as stream advice and chatting about current affairs is concerned. His music is good, and if you like the music he plays, that is your number one option to go to. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes Music, it's downloadable from his Discord. It's there, ready and waiting to go. He's currently got, I think, 3 or 4 genres from R&B, trap, lo-fi, and the Christmas lo-fi one, and has currently got a rock one in production as we speak. In the last few days, however, as of recording this on Sunday the 15th, maybe, some of his music has started to get flagged. He's looking into this, but again, it's better to protect yourself and maybe avoid some things. But that's possibly not going to last very long. So if you like that music, jump onto there. A lot of streamers use them at the moment, so you'll most likely hear this music literally everywhere you go. But it's solid, it's very available, and it's free for everyone to use. Up next, we've got Artlist.io, and if you're a content creator, you might have seen a million of adverts of this on YouTube because it's literally everywhere with that guy doing that dance. I've done a little bit of research into Artlist, not tons, because this video is going to be mainly focused on the final one that we're going to talk about. But Artlist as a whole is a very good service. It's got brilliant UI, it's got thousands and thousands of music and sound effects and ambient noises, rain sounds. It literally has everything a creator could want. However, from what I could tell, you could only get a year-long subscription, and as someone who can't afford a year-long subscription right now, I needed to look for something monthly, and if I was going to pay for it, it had to be that monthly payment. As a whole, Artlist service is really, really good. Similar to our last option, when you get a subscription with Artlist, you get the licensing with it, so you can download the licensing documents from their website so you can physically own the licensing. Up next, we've got Pretzel Rocks, and now this one is, I've used it a little bit and I've been a bit confused by it. I find the user interface of this one very confusing, and it could be me just being a bit ditzy. I find it very confusing, so I'm not a massive fan of Pretzel, and also the music categories seem to be really disjointed. They're kind of here, there and everywhere. 1 minute you got rock, 1 minute you got rap, and it's all mixed in together and it's a bit disconjointed. And also it does have the issue where whenever it changes song, it shoves it in your chat. However, it does have a paid for service, and that paid for service gets rid of that feature, and I think it gives you access to more music, don't quote me. Pretzel is a good one, it's very easy, you can have it off your browser, play it straight away, and again, it's got hundreds of thousands of tracks. I think the only thing that held me back from Pretzel Rocks was one, I actually wasn't fond of a lot of the music on there. Some of it's kind of weird, and the user interface for it confused the hell out of me. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. But it's a very good option. Again, it's all copyright free music. Some of the music might be flagged. Again, this Pretzel Rocks has Harris Heller's music on it, and as of a couple of days ago, a couple of Harris Heller's songs have been flagged, but that's more down to Twitch and not down to the copyright. As far as copyright's concerned for Pretzel, you're covered. And then lastly, we have Epidemic Sounds, and this is the big one. This is the one that I use day in, day out. I use it for these videos, I use it for Twitch, I use it on my transitional sounds for sound effects, and I'm also going to be using it on some of my real life cinematography shots that I'm going to be uploading soon. There will be one soon. It might be up now, who knows, depends if I do it. Epidemic Sounds is brilliant. It's very similar to Artlist.io in the user interface. If anything, Epidemic Sounds completely lifted their user interface to mimic theirs, because back in the day, Epidemic Sounds was pretty bad. But they have an amazing service. Again, thousands of songs. They have genres, moods, feels, themes, sound effects, ambient sounds, risers, mixers, literally everything you can think of. And again, Epidemic Sounds is the main one that I use for literally everything I do. And the benefit that I found with this one is that you can do a monthly payment. So I pay £10 a month for the very minimum membership, which lets me use all my music and all the sound effects on any social media platform that I wish. They've also got a commercial license if you're going to be looking at doing things for advertisements for other companies or things at your workplace or playing at your workplace. That's a little bit more expensive, but again, they're both monthly options, which Artlist just doesn't offer you. For this one, once you download the music, you own the licensing for it. It saves it onto your profile. You can access that licensing information as soon as you need it, and you can link your Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram directly to your account. So any flags that come through go straight to them and they get redirected, and hopefully you're fully covered. I'm yet to ever have a copyright flag as far as Epidemic Sounds is concerned, whereas other ones, sometimes things slip through the cracks. Epidemic Sounds seems to be very, very on it as far as making sure they've got all the copyright covered the entire time. So you should be 100% safe with this. Also, down below is a referral link, which is one of my own. I don't earn money off this link. I will be completely open about that. What it will do though, if you sign up for it and you become a paying member, I get a free month, and that's all it is. I don't earn any commission off the use of that link. But if you want to explore it, both Epidemic Sounds and Artlist actually, you can use most of their music by just going onto their website and having a listen. So you can give it a test run before you even consider purchasing or paying for the monthly membership. And don't forget, you do have the free options out there of Pretzel and Harris Heller's music. But if you want to change up, it's nice to have other things. All in all, it's a bad situation at the moment, and Twitch is on this weird spiral of craziness from what happened back in the summer with claims made against quite high up members to music DMCA claiming now, and thousands of people getting copyright strikes and being banned from Twitch. However, it will get through, and hopefully if Jeff Bezos does the right thing, it can turn out like YouTube and they can have their own system properly set up. But for now, I urge you, do not play any copyrighted music. If you're a brand new streamer and you're thinking, I'll just chuck on a playlist, don't. Use one of these resources that I've given you. All the links will be down below to get to their websites and to get to where the music is stored. Please protect yourself. The last thing you want to do is be immature and be like, I won't get caught, because you will. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter how big or small you are. It's the same with YouTube. The system will work and it will get you. It will. And it sucks about the in-game music, but for now, mute the in-game music. You don't need to mute the in-game audio. Like I said, 90% of the games have the option to mute music. So, at least for the next 2 weeks, protect yourself, use one of these resources, and get through it, you know? Don't get banned. We don't want you banned. It's the last thing we want to see. So, I hope this video has helped clear up some things and some places that you can get music from. Obviously, the title about this video is what music to play on my stream. So, hopefully this has given you some resources for you to research and look into. Find what works for you best. Some of these websites have better genres than others, and some of them will suit your stream more than others. I would recommend only using these services and not going onto those copyright-free playlists on YouTube, because most of those will have 1 or 2 songs that will slip into the cracks and will get you flagged. So if you stick to these safe, known platforms, then you'll be fine. You'll get through it. No banning. You're good. As always, if you want to discuss anything we mentioned in this video, we go live on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday and Sunday from 7:30 till 10:30. And we do these YouTube videos every single week. So make sure to subscribe, click the like and click the bell so you get notified of the next one. But until then, stay safe. Don't get banned. You'll be fine. Enjoy your streams. Bye-bye.